I'm live now, y'all. So. Make them dogs hush up. What's happening? What's happening? What's happening, everybody, to the chop shop? Whoa. Right when we get up in there, KRTs, welcome to our new members. Thank you for joining us over here at the Chop Shop, man. You threw me off right there. I wasn't expecting it. Appreciate it, man. Appreciate it. Much love. So we everybody over here at the Chop Shop would like to welcome you and to our community and becoming a member, and let's get it popping just like the Chop Shop can, man. We appreciate you for joining us over here. Now you got access to all the exclusive content that me and Frank will put out, and you got your ketchup and mustard old school logo by your name so you can stick out in the chat. Welcome to the family, KRTs. I appreciate you, and everybody over here at the Chop Shop appreciate you. Much love. So since we are already on the memberships and the subscriptions, we're gonna go ahead and shout out all our newest members and our subs. Here we go. Of course, KRTs, you just signed up 1 minute ago. Appreciate you for joining us over here. Alexandra Azevedo, appreciate you for subscribing to the channel. Keith Yampy, appreciate you, bruh, for joining us over here at the Chop Shop. Emily Lad, appreciate you for joining us over here at the Chop Shop. I would like to welcome Paul, one of our new members in our membership program. Appreciate you, Paul, for joining us. Ryan Kelly, appreciate you for Ryan Kelly for subscribing to the channel. Bo Goff, appreciate you, Bo Goff, for subscribing to the channel. Emery Fitaloglu, I know. Don't chop me up, but Fitaloglu, appreciate you for subscribing to the channel, man. Let's see. D Highway 61, he just became a member as well. Appreciate you for joining us in our membership package as well. Now, we gonna get it popping like, you know, how we do it. Let's see who all in the chat with us right now. Let's see. Harlan St. Clair, the moderator, the editor, the the overseer of the Chop Shop, man, the graphics and whatnot, man. Appreciate you, Harlan St. Clair. You had us, you got me on my toes, man. I was in the rush trying to get everything set up, running behind, man. But appreciate you, Harlan, for stepping up and bring a lot of stuff to my attention. Scoot Channel, appreciate you for joining us. Who we go? Frank, appreciate you for joining us, Frank. Swaggy D, what's happening, Swaggy D? Third Coast Alliance, appreciate you for joining us as well. Let's see. KRTs, of course. Colonel. Colonel. I think it's Colonel. Appreciate you for joining us, man. Albert Marquin, what's good? Appreciate you for joining us. Albert Marquin, man, I think you made a big purchase, a package that surprised me. If that was you, I just see an AM. You the only one I know with the initials AM, bro. If that was you, man, appreciate you, much love. If it wasn't, I'm sorry. I'm giving somebody else credit away, giving it to you. But I think that's you, bro. Appreciate you, Albert Marquin, for joining us, bro. Worldwide Studios, what's happening? Appreciate you for joining us as well, bro. As everybody knowing, everybody's anticipating, it's the return of James Harden. Forgive me, my stream don't look up to par right now. Canva is really tripping. It wouldn't let me download none of my thumbnails, none of my graphics, I had a lot of stuff set up, but I couldn't download it because Canva is under reconstruction or something, man. I couldn't get it. Buckaroo Holiday, appreciate you for joining us, Buckaroo. Goyo Falcone, appreciate you for joining us too, Goyo. Zachary saying, as always, he's in here with us for sure. Yeah, man, so the stream worked with me a little bit. I didn't get everything I needed to have everything up and running like I wanted to. Canva threw a little monkey wrench in my plans. That's why I was running behind. But yeah, man, Swaggy D, appreciate you for joining us as well. Let's go. Let's see what like I was saying, everybody's anticipated for Harden's return. I don't know why I act like every time Harden come back, it's like they act like it's the first time Harden's coming back. Man, Harden came back like 3-4 times already. But since it's a headline and some people over here still are diehard Harden fans, so they gonna make it to circle the calendar anytime we play Harden or Harden new teams. But as always, we gonna get right to it and let's see. I think Harden is day to day. I'm not sure if he's gonna play, but I think he will. So we gonna pretend like he's gonna be there today until we get further notice. Unless somebody got any type of updates, put it in the chat. Let me know if everybody is playing for Philadelphia. Well, I know Tyrese Maxey is out. So I'm assuming Harden has to be playing. I'm just assuming that. So we're going to jump right over here to the game stats. And you know, we got to deal with the big 7-foot freak that is Joel Embiid. 31 points, average in the game. Tyrese Maxey, he's right at 22.9. Harden, he's really been shelved with the calf or hamstring, whatever he had. He haven't really been playing, but he's still averaging 22. We all know what Harden is about. We all know what Harden brings to the table. I would say they haven't been clicking, Joel and James Harden, for some reason. It's been really his turn, my turn, your turn, my turn, your turn type thing. But Tyrese Maxey have been the guy that keeps them together, as like the glue that keeps that offense going, because he's just the guy that you just give it to him, he's gonna go get a bucket. He it's like he don't even pay attention to coverages or defenses, or he just uses his speed just to get by. He gonna either get by you or he gonna step back and hit a three. So Maxey has been that guy that's really been the bridge to James Harden and Joel Embiid. You know, so with him being out, we might have a little chance of seeing their offense really, really slow down. And we're going to see a lot of familiar faces. We're going to see Daniel House. We're going to see I know they're going to show Daryl Morey. We're going to see, who else over there? The boy, PJ Tucker. It's going to be like a Rockets reunion when they come in here. But we know those guys are a little over the hill, and I might say something that's a little controversial, but we going through a rebuild right now, and I know it's bad for us right now, but with that team after the 2019 season, and I don't think we was gonna be in contention to be winning a championship. Now I think we've probably been in the playoffs, a 5th, 6th, 7th seed, you know what I'm saying, and we see Harden's decline going down. So yeah, I think we kind of are in a better position, just because I'm using hindsight and I can see the end result of it all. Yeah, we're not finished. We don't have a lot of stuff, but we was going nowhere with Harden. Now at least we got a full stock, a slate, a whole new different lineup of players, fresh new blood, hope for the future. You know, the even if we don't win a championship, at least we got the hope that we can eventually rise up. Like, it was getting dim in those Harden years with Golden State kept beating us, and I would say we're not in such a bad position than a lot of us think. Because with Harden, didn't have cap room, we didn't have draft picks. Russell Westbrook, the whole thing, y'all know how it was. So I think we're in a favorable position than we was initially, even if Harden would have stayed. Now, moving right along, like I said, the big monster, Joel Embiid, 31 points. The glue guy in Maxey, he's the one that holds it all together. He's out. James Harden is coming back from an injury, so it's not like he's going to be just so light of foot. You know, maybe we can get the 2 for 20 James Harden and the 6 turnover James Harden that we all know and love, and we all done fell in love with, and we all defended it to the bottom of our grave, like, you know. But we know what type of Harden I'm talking about. Maybe we can get that type of Harden. You know, you look at him. He's a little pudgy Harden right now. He's all jelly in the middle. Oh, man, let me get off y'all Harden fans, man. Y'all gonna just storm the chat, bro. Yeah, but Harden, maybe he's not full strength yet. Let's just put it like that. Hopefully, because he's coming off an injury. So, but the rebounds, Joel Embiid, he's averaging 10 rebounds a game. You know, he's a double walking. That's somebody we really gonna have to actually keep an eye on, bro. Like, and box out. Like, our offensive and our rebounding really gonna have to step up today. Larry Atenier Sr. became a member. Appreciate you, Larry Atenier Sr., man. Appreciate everybody for joining us. Larry Atenier Sr., man, I know you've been hanging around. You've been chopping it up with us for a minute now. You've been a cool subscriber, bro. I like your takes. You seem real knowledgeable about the game, bro. You always keep it respectful, just like everybody we got here, man. I think we just got a cool mesh of guys that come in on the daily and just mess with our content. It's almost like I'm starting to read, you know, y'all personalities through y'all texts. You know what I mean? Like, I'm starting to get a vibe how most of y'all rock, you know, inside and outside of the internet. And I think I could probably chill and, you know, kick back and pop some brews, you know, take some shots with a lot of you guys. So, for sure, Larry Atenier Sr., man, appreciate you, bro. Go ahead, use your emojis, watch all the exclusive content. Appreciate you, Larry, for joining us over here at the Chop Shop and becoming a member. As always, it's always love from the Chop Shop, brother. Appreciate you. Can't express myself enough. But yeah, Harden, we know he can get some rebounds too. Tobias Harris, I really think Tobias is probably gonna be the X factor this game. Every game, I think I'm gonna try to pick an X factor and see how my X factor predictions come out. I think Tobias might be the X factor this game, just because he's a long, athletic, dead-eye shooter, wing type guy, and Harden really knows how to find him better than he can find Joel Embiid. You know, Harden really uses Tobias. If you look at it, he's had his best games when Harden is there, feeding him and kicking it off to him. So, yeah, man, hopefully we can contain him and keep him off the boards, because he's averaging 6 boards a game too. He's not like he's a scrub. Harden, we know he's 10 assists a game, 5 assists for Joel Embiid, and Tyrese Maxey, he averages 4 assists a game. So, like I said, he's more of that glue, just go get a bucket type guy. He's kind of like a 6-man quality, but he starts. But yeah, man, if we can, I think we just can't be vanilla. Because we seen Harden, even if you give him a steady diet of the same type of defense, he's gonna pick it apart. No matter if he really 200 pounds or he's 300 pounds, Harden is just that gifted to where you got to give him a steady, different dose of coverages and moving. Now, I don't know if our guys are on a level to really implement and carry out and execute a defensive game plan that's so layered based when you're dealing with a guy like James Harden. But like I said, hopefully we come out with our head strong, and hopefully Harden has a little step back because he haven't been playing. And I'm not talking about the step back three. Hopefully that step back three is gone right now. Hopefully it's still at the house with his legs and his injuries. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man. Let's see. I think the field goal percentage, Saban Lee, you know, those guys, they always high percentages at the around the bucket. Free throw percentages, James Harden, you know, Shake Milton is another guy I think we have to watch. And kind of what's his name, Forkman Kuzman or somebody like, because we got so torched from 3-pointers last night. I'm hoping we don't have a repeat of. I know they're not the Warriors. I know shooting, they're not the Warriors. But a lot of those Warrior shots, they was open. You know what I'm saying? We gave them a lot of them. It's not like we contested a lot of those shots. So, Cork Miles, yeah, man. He can light us up for three. I'm really worried about our defensive perimeter game now, man, because it's just a trend to where every game the backcourt of the opposing team just goes off on us, whether it's a high in points, a high point total, or a high assist total, or they kind of like get in our head, you know, Carlos Alvarado, get in our head, frazzle us, you know, turnovers. We gotta not give up the turnovers today. That is not what we looking for. This team is an old team, like in nature, at its core. They're an old team, so we really have to emphasize transition buckets. Do not let them get back and get set, and let Joel Embiid be able to roam and patrol the paint, because you know that's what he's going to do. Alper and Sengun haven't been, or any of our centers haven't been showed the ability to really stretch the floor and have a three-point shot to really bring bigs out from under the paint. So we're going to see a lot of Joel Embiid roam in the paint. So hopefully this is what I would do. I would try to get Joel Embiid in some pick and roll actions and make him work as hard defensively as he is going to make it hard for us offensively. So maybe we can pick up some cheap fouls and get him in foul trouble, and hopefully they have to sit him for a little while. Sort of like how we did with Jokic, but Jokic almost picked up that third foul and they actually overturned it, and that would have been huge that game. So if we can get Joel Embiid in, you know, some foul trouble, hopefully his stomach is aching him, or his thumb is bruised or something like that. Well, you know how he is. We know he's gonna foul down. Now, I always tell people this in the game chat, especially when I watch the Philadelphia 76ers. Joel Embiid, he hits the ground more than the ball. Like, he hits the ground like a dribble. Like, every possession, he's going to hit the ground. So, while he's hitting the ground and he's falling down, because there's just, even if he make the shot or miss it, he's going to hit the ground. We got to be mindful and aware to go ahead and quickly check the ball, get it out, and start pushing the rock. So, when he's laying down, we already got a fast break and we already landed. I think transition is just going to be so key, because that's the type of game that these guys have trouble with. Like, these guys are older. They're not going to want to run. They don't want to run. They want to use half court sets, slow it down, get the good best shot possible. And we know that's what James Harden do. He is a point guard. Like, he is a point guard. He's going to expose you for your weaknesses. So I do not want to see too much of Garrison Matthews this game. I do not want to see too much of Knicks this game. I don't, because James Harden will emphatically hunt them out and make them foul him and make them foul somebody. So I do not want to see too much of Garrison Matthews, because this is not a Garrison Matthews type game. You know, Knicks either. You know, I don't want to see too much of them today. You know what I'm saying? I really don't. So they really gonna get capitalized on today by James Harden. So I'm not even fronting. If we're gonna not play Knicks, they just brought up Tata, and I don't know. I'm not gonna say he's ready, but maybe we can get him in there and get some. Could he be any worse than Knicks? Like, honestly, let's just be real about things. Could Tata be any worse than Knicks right now? I don't think so. So maybe he can go ahead and get some, get some love and get a little action tonight. But that's how I'm feeling. Let me check the chat, see how y'all boys feeling. Let me see who we got. We in here now, man. We done got a little bit more. Dais, what's good, Dais? Said what's happening. Swaggy D says, yes, indeed, J Mason Jalen is the franchise. Yasin Ozdemir, what's good? He said, yo, what's good, boss? Excited for tonight's game. I expect some great performances tonight from Jalen and KPJ. With Harden there, Sengun got a big test versus Embiid tonight. No lie, brother. All that is facts. Here we go. Harlan St. Clair says, young legs crazy. Yeah, man, we got to try to run them out the gym. Goyo Falcone, he says, we don't want to win too much when we want to be in the Victor and Scoot. They generational talents. I just want to see improvements in competitive games. Yeah, man, like, I can't knock anybody that want a high draft pick, bro. I really can't, but I'm not gonna, I want to win every game, bro. Like, I do. Like, I would hate to be Jabari, and Jalen, because I know them guys are competitive. And I know they don't like losing like this. But it is, I guess, if you're looking at the light at the end of the tunnel, it's a good prize at the end of the tunnel if you get either one of them two. So I'm not mad at it, bro. I'm not mad at it at all. Scoot Sandal says, Corkmile, yeah, for sure. George Wu, appreciate you for joining us, George Wu. Maybe if Jabari Smith were to guard Harden in the perimeter, we could keep him in check. I hear you. But Harden is just so tricky, and he's just so skilled. He's just so, what's the word for it, man? He's so seasoned. He knows all the little tricks. He knows all the little things, and I don't want Jabari to get in foul trouble this early. If anything, put Eric Gordon on him, because Eric Gordon and Harden got a similar body type. Put Eric Gordon on him. Try to hide Jalen a little bit from guarding him. I don't want him in trouble either. I think Eric Gordon would be the better, the better option on Harden. You know what I'm saying, for sure. Kevin, RT's the other say crafty. Yeah, crafty. Exactly. He's crafty, bro. He's gonna get. Jabari's a rookie. He's gonna fall for every little hand in the cookie jar. Harden, bro. To grab the arm, the upswings, the follow throughs. He's gonna. I don't want to put Jabari through that just yet. He's not seasoned enough for that just yet, bro. Jet, what's good, Jet? Appreciate you for joining us over here at the Chop Shop, brother. He says, or she, my bad. I hate when I do that. They said if we can just look competent here on both ends, I'll take it as a dub, no matter the result. Good outlook on life, brother. Good outlook on life. So you never get disappointed with outlooks like that. I have no problem with that. But I like the pressure. I like the win. Give me the win. Give me the dubs, especially against James Harden. Forget James Harden. He left us out to dry, bro. He left, I ain't giving no mercy to James Harden, bro. We want to beat him. Straight up. KRT says Jay Christopher had some nice moments last game, though. Yeah, he looked good, bro. He did. That little dribble drive and dunk, man, I was like, oh. Okay, I forget he can do that. He is athletic to where he can do that type of thing, but we don't see him enough, so you kind of forget exactly what he brings to the table sometimes. But yeah, for sure. He had some good moments, bro. He did. Scoot Channel says Gary Bird has the potential to be the worst player on the planet. No lie. Go Cop, greetings. Go Cop, appreciate you for joining us. Go Cop, you know how we do it over here. Thank you for gracing us with your presence, family. Swaggy D, what's good? He says laugh out loud, Scooter. I like that fun. What's good? He says we getting this dub tonight. Yeah, man. Hopefully we get it. Jet says hopefully a good game to assess Jalen on the defensive end here. We'll personally focus on him and Barry when I'm watching us defend in the half court. No lie. Like I said, Jalen, he's been trying to step up. He's been guarding the Trae Youngs and the the Devin Bookers and everybody. So he's been up to the challenge. I can't knock him on the defensive end. You know what I'm saying? I can't really knock him on the defensive end. Daeed says they need to be careful with making fouls. No lie, because Joel Embiid, he goes to the foul line like three times as much as the next person. I think he averages like 14 shots a game, bro. I had that up earlier, man, but all my graphics and stuff was messed up. But yeah, man, he averages like 14 free throws a game. So yes, Goyo Falcone, you are right on the money. We can't be Daeed, we do need to check those fouls on Joel Embiid for sure. Oh, I got tongue tied there. Goyo Falcone says Smith looks like he is turning the corner. He really do, bro. Everything starts to slow down right now. Watch when about trade deadline, he's gonna look even better. That's when you know that they starting to pick it up. You know what I'm saying? They starting to pick it up. So yeah, man, I'm glad he did turn that corner. I never got worried about him, but something about the coaches. I was hoping like the coaches didn't get in his head, or you know what I'm saying, like disrupt his flow any way at all. Oh my bad, I meant to go look at the Rocket stats. I'm tripping. Bear with me. Here we go. Of course, our leading scorer is Jalen Green with 21.3 points a game. KPJ, he's got 18.8 points a game, and Alperen Sengun 15.2 points per game. So this is the thing. I wanna question. I'm gonna ask y'all a question. Do y'all think LP can get Joel Embiid in foul trouble without doing too much pick and roll? Because I was wondering, but Joel Embiid, he's just so big. But he did get Jokic in some foul trouble early to where it was kind of hit and miss. So it could LP, get Embiid in foul trouble. I think that's one way that LP would kind of win most of his matchups. Hopefully they can get him in foul trouble. So I'm gonna look at that. I'm gonna look at that if Silas gives him a chance, because with Embiid, I wouldn't be surprised if Silas even starts Bruno tonight. Truthfully, I wouldn't even be surprised if he starts Bruno tonight, because he's a big center. Silas, he shakes in his boots when he sees those big centers, bro. So yeah, for sure. Sigga Miggs, what's happening, Sigga Miggs? Appreciate you for joining us, bro. Goyo Falcone says they need to double team Embiid. Yeah, that's tricky if they're hitting their 3-point shots. The thing is, once Joel get it low enough, he's not gonna. He really don't like kicking it out. So yeah, maybe a double team would work. But the thing I'm worried about is he kicking it out to like somebody like James Harden, to where if they don't have a good shot, they gonna make a damn good shot out of a scrambling defense, and we might get exposed with a lot of 3-pointers that way. So I'm looking like they're not probably gonna come out initially and double him off the rip. I think they're gonna try to make it, test the waters, see how good we can one-on-one match with him. That's why I think it's gonna be like a Bruno Fernando game, because Silas, I think I need to, when we talking about defense, I'm gonna start saying Lionel Hollins and not stop giving it to Silas, because it's Lionel Hollins. Silas hardly ever even mentions his defense. So Lionel Hollins, I'm gonna see how what scheme he's gonna draw up for him, because we did see them do a decent job on DeAndre Ayton. I think we probably gonna mimic something like how we defended the Suns, and because we didn't just start off doubling Ayton. We seen how it was getting how he was going to get the hang of the game at first. Then we started doubling him. Then we started trapping Booker. So I'm looking if they're gonna try to do that same type of game with us against Harden, like trap Harden, double Booker, double Embiid, scramble, make good rotations, and just hope we can just out muscle and out physical them and make them do some uncharacteristic like things like turn the ball over, because we seen Harden when he get frazzled, he really don't like being double teamed. Harden really don't like being trapped, especially if his step back three is off. If his step back three is off and he's getting trapped, Harden is almost cooked, and we know that. I'm not exaggerating. If his step back three is off and the team is doubling him, he's cooked. Like, he's gonna give up because he's so programmed to make the right play. He's gonna try to pass the ball no matter what. No matter what, he's gonna try to pass the ball, and he start turning it over, get in his head, or shooting bad shots. So hopefully we can frazzle Harden a little bit, razzle dazzle him a little bit, and get him out of his element as well. So yeah, man. Where we is at? Doubling Embiid, yeah, doubling Embiid for sure. KRT says not really. Joel Embiid is far superior defender than Jokic. Yeah, I agree. He's way better than Jokic. Brandon Simpson, appreciate you for joining us, Brandon. What's happening, brother? He say we fixing a ball out tonight. Man, I hope you're right, Brandon. Appreciate you for joining us and gracing us with your presence, brother. As always, Brandon's a usual around here. Yasin, what's good, Yasin? Yasin says yes. Sengun gets everyone in foul trouble. Yeah, he literally do. That's why I'm hoping he can get Embiid in foul trouble and negate Embiid a little bit, make him sit on the bench and watch a little bit, because I feel much better him going up against somebody like that instead of Embiid all day long, every day long, all day, every day. But so I was leading rebounding in Sengun and Jabari Smith, right at 8 and 7 pretty much. And KPJ is out there leading rebounding at the point guard position. So like I said, we've been rebounding the ball good. So hopefully that continues. That's a streak I'm really hoping will continue us rebounding the ball very, very, very well. KPJ, he got the 6 assists a game. I think that needs to be more about 7 or 8. And Jalen, he's right at 3.8. That's not bad for a shooting guard, actually. That's really not bad, but he can do better. He really can do better. Garrison Matthews is actually shooting 95% from the free throw line. Eric Gordon is 87% and Jabari is 85%. So we need to get to the free throw line. We need to be aggressive, like I said, in transition. Don't let them get their defense set. Drive to the hole, just like we was doing on Phoenix, and had them boys whining and crying about, oh, they got so many calls, they got so many free throws. Man, y'all some veterans, bro. Shut up. Take that L on the head and go on about your business. You know what I'm saying? And we done totally broke the Hawks. The Hawks is looking like they want to trade Trae Young now after they did all that tapping on the head. And ever since that game, we came back on them. The Hawks been boo-boo. So we done broke the Hawks. So let it come on. I'm ready. Let these boys come out here with some fly talking and amp our boys up, man. I'm ready to see it. I'm here for it. But I don't know if we're gonna try to really run through Sengun this game though. And like always, we're gonna give it a heavy dose of. I think we're gonna get some pick and roll action. Though, I think we should get some pick and roll action, honestly, to get your boy Embiid in some actions and try to make him be quick on his feet and decide what he really want to do. But yeah, for sure, I hope that's what we see tonight. So here we go, Laura Tar. What's good, Laura Tar? Excuse me. Says Embiid can also get LP in foul trouble real fast, since he always does the dramatic head rolls after every contact. You are right, and he falls to the ground. I've watched. He's gonna hit the ground at least 5 times before halftime. That's what Joel Embiid do. He flails and flops and goes on like a big dude like that, bro. He should get tired of picking himself up. He really should, but I guess he don't. Dais says Sengun just need to be smart with forcing Embiid to commit fouls. I know he can do it. Yeah, I think he can do it for sure. I think that's his best bet honestly. George Wu, appreciate you, George Wu. What's happening? He says have Bruno defend against Embiid and have Sengun be behind Bruno to block Embiid. So you want to roll a double big lineup. You want to roll a double big lineup. Now, you got to remember, I haven't seen Silas run too much double big lineups this year. So I don't anticipate he will do it this game. I think if anything, we just gonna try to double him with anybody and everybody that's around him, like swarm him like we did DeAndre Ayton. You know what I'm saying? Speed him up a little bit, because he can be sped up. Like, he's not one of those meticulous, thought out type of players to where he's always, calculated and decisive about what he want to do. So yes, we can in fact speed him up. We can speed him up, and hopefully we can speed him up enough to where he just started, throwing it around like everywhere. So, in all, when it all boils down to it, we're gonna need an excellent defensive game from almost everybody, from the coaching staff to the players. They gotta scheme us right. They gotta do, make the right adjustments when it's time. That's another veteran squad. No matter how good or bad they've been playing this year, this is another veteran squad that will punish you for making mistakes. PJ Tucker, he's gonna be a thorn in our side. I think they're gonna try to make him probably hold Sengun. If anything, they're gonna try to put PJ Tucker on Sengun. That's why I think we need to run some pick and rolls so we can pick out who we want to get in the action. So we can pick out Joel Embiid, get him in the action, and we can pick out Korkmaz and these guys that's only pure shooters, not defenders, because they're not even 3-and-D. They just a three type guy. If we can get these guys in certain actions, and we can hunt, the mismatch, like they got a mismatch that we can clearly exploit. We can exploit a lot of different mismatches with this team. We can beat this team. They're not an unbeatable team in my eyes. Yes, we didn't seen every superstar go off on us anyway. So what if Joel Embiid have 35, 40 points? As long as Harden only has 10, as long as Tobias Harris only have 12, without Tyrese Maxey there, so that's 22 points gone. Limit their shooters to be creators. Don't let them stand behind the 3-point line and get in the rhythm and just be able to attack the closeouts, make them dribble, drive, do things that they're not comfortable with, and try to make them into creators and not just spot up shooters. This is a way that we're gonna have to exploit them to get them, moving. And the more and more they move, the better it benefits us, because we are the younger team with the legs and with the energy and the spunk that we can, put pressure constantly on them. They old, man. We gotta just call it like it is. They're old. Our legs have to be one of our assets today. We gotta get the ball, take it out, run straight with it to the hole. Don't worry about. I don't think we're gonna see too many set plays anyway. Even though we don't see too many to begin with. But I'm thinking Silas knows that we're going to have to try to beat them in transition offense and get us some easy buckets. And don't let their defense get set to where Joel Embiid can just roam. So, Harlan St. Clair says, put him in the popcorn machine. Sengun for sure. KRT says, any news on when Tate returns? No, I haven't. Tate came back for that one game and then he went back and sat down. I don't know what's going on with Tate. We should have just let him go. Don't get me on Tate. Third Coastal Line says, I'm concerned about Matisse Thybulle. I don't think we have anyone for the matchup. Nah, man. He with us. What you gonna do? What you gonna push up on him? No, he can't shoot. I ain't worried about him. Let him shoot. We gonna pack the paint. I want Matisse Thybulle to play. Jabari can definitely disrupt him. You know what I'm saying? For real. Like, I want him to play. I want him to play as much as possible. That means we can have an extra man in the paint like guys do us, like we see teams do us. We can have a wrong man. Whoever holding Matisse Thybulle, just back up. Cause he with us. You know what I'm saying? So I'm hoping they know that much about Matisse Thybulle, because he can't shoot. He can't shoot to save his life. So that's how I'm looking at that one. Third coast. Goyo says NBA needs to stop all the flopping. It really hurts the game. Factual. Harlan St. Clair, he also says Doc Rivers has a whole seminar on how to flop. Ain't that something? Then he got Harden. So I know Harden gave him some. Harden gave him some tips, some pointers. You know what I'm saying, for sure. George Wu says Jabari got to average 20 or more to beat Banchero for Rookie of the Year. Man, Banchero is a dog. You know what I'm saying? He is a dog. KRT says, has anyone sensed tension between KPJ and Sengun? Is that just on the court frustration? Yeah, I think they just don't mix well like glue. You know, I mean, like water. Yeah, but for sure. I don't think they beefing. You know, I don't think they beefing or nothing like that, bro. Like, for real. I think they just don't mix well. Oil and water on the court. It's that type of thing. Who we got in here? Rump 2.0. He says, as a Sixers fan, I'm laughing. Someone worried about Thybulle. He on the court is 4-on-5 basketball offensively for the Sixers. Yeah, that's what I was saying, man. I mean, appreciate you for joining us, Rump. Appreciate you for joining us, bro. I mean, I'm just not worried about him offensively. Now, defensively, he's a goon. You know, he's a goon, but offensively, man, just back off of him. You know what I'm saying? Just back off of him. Let him shoot. Let him do whatever he need to do offensively, Rump. You know what I'm saying? Like, for sure. But appreciate you for joining us, bro. I hope you're enjoying the stream, man. Aaron Lee says, yo, good being back here again. Appreciate you, Aaron Lee. You know how we do it over here at the Chop Shop, man. Appreciate you for joining us. The more the merrier around here, bro. The more the merrier. But yeah, man, like, let's get back to the game. Like I was saying, Joel Embiid, he's going to be a headache. James Harden, I'm hoping he's a little rusty. You know, I'm hoping we can razzle dazzle him, and I ain't gonna lie, Harden is the wild card, bro. Like, he really is like the one that's making me think. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's the one that if we get a game Harden tonight, we ain't got a chance, fellas. Let's just pack it up. And we gonna see him next game. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know how it is. If we get a game hard tonight, we just gonna pack it up. He's gonna be picking us apart. He's gonna be, you know, dropping the floaters. The step back gonna be on point. Like, let's just hang it up. You know what I'm saying? But hopefully we get I don't even want to say it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't really want to slander this, but we get some version of the playoff version of James Harden. Hope y'all boys, y'all Harden fans don't kill me, bro. But yeah, man, I'm hoping we get something like that version of James Harden. You know what I'm saying? For sure. Frank says Thybulle 3-point masterclass loading with our luck. Oh man, Frank, bro, if Thybulle if Thybulle come out and just start killing us from 3, oh man. We done broke 7 mirrors and had 10 black cats, and you know what I'm saying, as a superstitious bad luck if that happened, bro. We just ain't got a chance. We need to just pack it up for next year. Just gonna give us Wemby, because we gonna finish with the last record. Just gonna give us Wemby, bro, for real. Scoot Channel says KBJ feeling too much pressure, 1-year contract, so he thinks he has to make a lot of points to prove himself. That's why he doesn't play as good with Al P. Scoot, you watch the channel. Frank pointed this out many a times that he just need that lob threat. He needs that blanket. A lob threat big is a blanket for KPJ, and I think he don't really see what use Sengun can have for him. You know what I mean? Like, it's kind of a selfish way of looking at it. Like, he can't do what I want him to do, so I'm not gonna even try to do what he wants to do. You know what I'm saying? So it could be more on the longer that. Now I don't think they're beefing about it. It's just that they don't mix. You know, like that's how KPJ is more than likely looking at it. Like, he can't really help me. So when he get the ball, what can I do really to help him? I'm not gonna really do too much to help him because he don't help me. What you know what I'm saying? That's selfish, and I'm hoping that's not like it look like that. But that's kind of the vibes I get. Now don't quote me and say, oh, I'm drawing a wedge between Alp and KPJ. That's not what I'm doing. I'm just saying from the outside looking in, and the vibes and the way he utilizes Bruno, and he don't really try to utilize Sengun. There's something to it. You know, just like Frank said, you got to be able to play with everybody if you're the point guard. You can't just have, oh, I just want a rim running threat. Well, he can't play with you all game. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're going to have to learn how to play with Sengun, a center like Sengun, a center like, let's say, Brook Lopez, a center like DeAndre Ayton. You know what I'm saying? Like a good point guard or a good guy that knows how to think and process the game. They'll know how to shoot, and I mean, you know, play with all of them. They'll be able to play with all of them, bro. So yeah. But if y'all haven't really went over and seen our latest pod, go look at our latest pod, and me and Frank, we really discussed that in depth. You know what I'm saying? We really discussed that. Yeah, but thanks for that, Scoot. That was a good question. Goyo Falcon says, I think KPJ gets traded. He doesn't fit well. Too many turnovers, an ISO ball. Yeah, I have compared him to more like a Steve Francis to me. Uber athletic, subpar shooter, streaky 3-point shooter, bad mid-range shooter, and not the best defensive guy. And a high turnover guy. They almost got the same profile except for KPJ is a little taller. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's who he reminds me of. Just to keep it in Rockets terms. You know, just to keep it in Rockets terms. Here we go. Harlan St. Clair said reverse jinx. Jet says PJ would have a career high 4% usage against us. Hey, PJ better sit down, man. PJ better not be coming out here looking like prime Ray Allen from the corner on us, bro. You better chill and be still, old ass. Aaron Lee said KPJ improved in my opinion this year compared to last year, but he and Jalen still don't know how to run pick and rolls lobs. They're fine, but other version pick and rolls, nah. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like I always been on the side that KPJ can be utilized. He's a good player, you know what I'm saying? I don't want KPJ off my team. I think he could be good in a certain role on our team within the construct of certain elements of the game. He'll have the ball and he'll be able to initiate and he'll be able to do what he's doing, but that's more of in spurts, not 24/7. He is the sole, decision maker of who gets the ball, who gets to take shots, who don't get to take shots, what plays are ultimately run, how they gonna run them. That's a lot on one guy's play, even if you play point guard all your life. Once you get into the league, that's a whole nother level. Even with that, some guys have trouble transitioning from being a college point guard to an NBA point guard. Now, you want this guy that was already an NBA player to switch to a point guard like midstream. That's tough on anybody. So I understand the KPJ dynamic. But like I said, you can't cater to him and sacrifice 3 other all-star, top draft picks just to get him feeling comfortable. You know what I'm saying? Like his job as a point guard is to get everybody else comfortable, to make everybody else's job easier. You like it in the high screen and roll, Barry? Let's do this. You like it on the elbow, Jalen Green. Here you go. That's what he's supposed to do. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not gonna have a pity party for him. You know what I'm saying? But I do get exactly, what type of pressure he's on. You seen this man against Phoenix almost just blow a gasket. Like, it's getting to him. You know what I'm saying? So anybody worried about KPJ is right. But I think it's more on KPJ and LP other than the other way around with KPJ and who you had said, the other guy. So that's how I look at it. Here we go. Marquise Moody says, the only thing that would save Silas after the season is Jalen hits 25 points per game. Not a crazy jump considering he giving us 22, 4 rebounds, 4 assists already, but it would be ahead of schedule. Yeah, I agree that he is kind of ahead of schedule. I think that he can be a little bit more consistent and a little bit more aggressive. I think I don't know if he realizes that he is the guy. Like, bro, you are the guy. You are our offensive engine. Whether Coach Silas tells you this or not, like, bro, if you great, if you good and you playing with a great player, that you recognize that. Most guys, when they see that Kevin Durant, when they play with that Steph Curry or that LeBron James, they recognize that and give, and take a secondary role. I think the problem with KPJ is he sees himself equal, if not better than Jalen. So he's not willing, Jalen's younger than him. So he's like, man, why should I have to take a second, backseat to him? So that's really just growing. I'm not saying they beefing or nothing like that either, but it all comes with growing and learning the game. You know what I'm saying? Like, for real. So it is. That's how I look at it. AK Infinity says, so I heard from a source that Knicks getting minutes is because it's what Stone wants. I believe it. Because Silas being Silas. And what's up, Roy Cortez? What's happening, bro? Appreciate you for joining us, man. I see you dropped in with us. Appreciate you, Rob, for sure. What was I? Oh yeah, he said I heard from the Knicks. I believe it. I don't know why. I think Stone was the one that said that they handling Knicks like he's a lottery type talent. I think that came from Stone. You know what I'm saying? I don't think that came from Silas. So you might be right about that, AK. You might be right about that, because if a coach sees how bad Knicks plays, bro, you supposed to be on the bench, dog. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't care if you what it is. If it's nothing like you saying a higher call, a higher judgment, that boy would have been on the bench by now. For real. He would have been on the bench by now. So you might be right. You might be on to something. JNRZ, appreciate you, bro. Appreciate you for joining us, man. Rob Cortez says, and yeah, I bet KPJ thinks he's the best player on the team. Yeah, I have no doubt that I think that's how he thinks. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think nobody can tell him that he's not. Truthfully, I don't think nobody can tell him he's not. Henkin, what's good? He says, one thing I realized with both Jalen and KPJ is they both roll in front of the LP, cutting through his path. They don't do that with Bruno. It may be what something Silas specifically asked for. You know what? Me and Frank did actually go over that. It's called snaking the roll. Like, every time they roll, they snake the roll. That's dumb. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, you could snake it in certain situations when you see how far off the big is dropping back. So you can snake it and get right there in that sweet spot, you know, in that point free throw line area, and you can sink shots from there all day. We see Chris Paul do it all day, but we also see Chris Paul actually run a point guard a pick and roll correctly. He don't always snake every point pick and roll because he knows every pick and roll is not the same. He's taking what the defense is giving him. They snake no matter what. You know, they snake without reading the defense. So yeah, that's what it is, bro. It's called snaking, bro, and they need to stop that. They really do, because it messes up the space and it messes up everything. Here we go. AK Infinity says, I'm starting to think maybe Silas is being held back. No way his offense was historic in Dallas and straight up stupid now. I mean, swap Luka and KPJ. Put it like this. You put Luka on this team right now, how good you think we are? Even though I don't think we're good enough to win a championship, I think we'll probably be at least 6th, 7th in the West. He's going to make us at least halfway better than what we are right now. At least probably a playoff team. So if you swap out KPJ and Luka, there's your answer. You know, for the most part. Then you work on the ancillary pieces of getting everybody that you need to fill it out. But the main thing right now is KPJ and Luka. Like KPJ, I mean, Luka is just a generational talent, you know, and that's what it's gonna look like. You know, that's what it's gonna look like. Jay and RZ says, "Hey, Space, let's get another one today, man. For sure, for sure. I hope so. Let's beat Harden. I'm not tripping. I want to beat him every time." KBJ is Goyo Falcon says KBJ is averaging like 5 or 6 turnovers a game. That's way too much. Facts. That's what I'm saying. That's why he remind me of your boy Steve Francis. Francis is like that too, man. If anybody remembers Steve Francis, he used to turn it over like that, like just mind numbing. Like, come on, bro, what are you doing? Here we go. EF Hutton. What's up, EF Hutton? He says KPJ compared to any other 2-year is above average. 25 and 5 is good, even with 3 turnovers. Yeah, I mean, that's what I'm saying. I don't think he's a bad player. He's getting 25 and 5 at the, you know, almost at the expense of other guys. You know, I think Sengun will probably flourish a little bit better, you know, without KPJ style of play. Not him in general, just his style of play. I think they can be more cohesive with Sengun's style of play if KPJ was willing to kind of, abrogate some of his skills. Like this is just a common theme, against, because just like Kobe and Shaq, they didn't get together. I mean, they didn't like each other. Like he's in the post, he wanted in the post. Kobe on the wing, and he wanted to play through him. You know what I'm saying? So it's not like this will be something off scale, like something we never seen before. If a big and a guard is not on the same page, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, but he is 25 and 5, like you saying. That is decent numbers, bro. Now imagine if we can get that off the bench. I think we'll be good. Not saying he got to go to the bench, but if we can get that off the bench, that'll be more of his speed, bro. I think, because I think he'll average 25 and 5 if he goes off the bench, because he wouldn't have to worry about. You can physically see this man processing the game in his head when he's playing. And you can't do that of course you're gonna think, when you're playing, but you can't actually be so deep in your head to where somebody can see you actually hesitating, and he telegraphing passes sometimes because he's like, and as soon as he passes, he's like, man, I knew I shouldn't have threw it. I knew I shouldn't have threw that, and that's why he gets so down on himself and he want to beat himself up. You know what I'm saying? That's the part that I think hinders him. If he coming off the bench and the coach just drop him in midway through the first quarter and say, "Hey, KPJ, I just want you to score," and everybody around you accentuate you, you know, don't worry about defense. Don't worry about that. Go get us a bucket. You know what I'm saying? Go get us a bucket. And I think that'll just be so perfect for him because he won't be in his head. All he know is buckets. Go get buckets. K. Ortez says, game time, fellas. God bless. Let's go, Rockets. Predicting the win for sure. Julian Allen, come on, Rockets. Henkin, thanks, bro. Great explanation. Appreciate you, bro. Sigga Mig says the franchise. GPOG, appreciate you for coming by. He says KPJ hasn't come to the point of learning how to make his teammates better. He is an immature point guard. Facts. I think so too, GP. Appreciate you. KRT says Harden ain't Luka, KPJ ain't Harden. Silas offense thrives off ball dominant generational talent. Maybe if we set it up around Jalen, we can see some positive progression. I agree. What is it gonna hurt in the end? It's not gonna hurt nothing in the end, bro. It's not gonna hurt nothing in the end. Yeah, man, the game about to start, man. Let me run through them real quick. JNRZ, yeah, Phil Ortiz. That's not the KPJ experiment. He out on KPJ experiment. Third Coastal Line says, I'd rather have KPJ give me 16 points, 10 assists than 22.6 assists. Facts. Harlan St. Clair says, Ed Sigga Miggs agreed. E.F. Hutton, Sengun makes scores, reads to change the game, point guards flow a lot. I hear you. JNRZ says, everybody enjoy the game. Everybody enjoy the game, man. Y'all come back and see me after the game, man. We'll be here to chop it up. Hopefully, I can get my graphics thing back up and have it looking more right for y'all. But yeah, it's Harlan St. Clair. Rob Stradamus will come through. I will let him give us a swift prediction of what he thinks the game will be. Oh, matter of fact, hold on. I think he was in the shower, man. Let me see if he's here. Hey, Robert. Oh yeah, he's in the bathtub, bro. I'm gonna get it after the game. I'm gonna let you know. I'll put it in the chat. Yeah, but we gonna. Oh, here you go. You know we playing the Philadelphia 76ers now. You know the Rockets gonna win or lose, Rob.
Win.
They gonna win.
They gonna make 113.
What's gonna be the score?
They gonna make 115 to 109.
115 to 109. You heard it from Rob Stradamus. He said 115, 109. The Rockets will win. We'll see you after the game, everybody. Appreciate you. Let's go Rockets. And be back here, be square, man, for sure.